Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you're all having a good evening so far. Staying warm, I hope. But we at least made it into the 20s today, guys. That's the first time this week that we made it to 20 degrees. We've been stuck into teens and single digits for pretty much the entire week since that cold front came through the area after that winter storm pushed through the area and brought us tons of snow. Now, of course, we're going to start to see a warm-up and approach our area, especially as we go through next week. I'll talk about that as we go through this forecast. Now, of course, for the meantime, we are going to continue to deal with the cold, even some snow as well in the forecast. Again, we have a Alberta clipper that's going to be passing through the area. That's going to bring us some moisture, just going to swipe us to our north. If you're downstate, you're going to get hit a little bit harder because that's where the origin of the storm is at. And, of course, we're going to see a warm-up on the way. That's just for mainly Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. I'll show you that on my 7-day forecast because you can see highs that could get close to the mid-40s, guys. Even some areas could be approaching 50, which is definitely good news. Well, at least it's going to melt some of the snow, but of course overnight lows are still going to be below freezing, which could create some slippery spots on the roads and sidewalks. So Alpena saw a high temperature of 21 degrees today. Overnight low got down to 11. That's pretty much where we should be for this time of the year. We're still 7 degrees below average, guys, so still cold and below average for this time of the year. We should be seeing high temperatures around 28 degrees. Record high was 52 back in 1996. Overnight record low was negative 23 back in 1948. Sunrise is at 8:07 a.m. and sunset is at 5:24 p.m. We gained 39 minutes since December the 24th. And remember, guys, we gain 1 minute every single day from now on until we at least get to June the 21st. Now, of course, if you're going out tomorrow morning to school or work, well, keep in mind that we're going to have to worry about a few snowflakes flying in the area. It's going to be colder than what we saw today. 9 degrees will be the start of our temperature for the early morning. We only go warm up to 13 degrees, guys. Only 13. This is where it's been the most of this week. And then, of course, we're going to cool down to 7 as we go through the overnight hours. So, yes, temperature trend looks even better. It looks promising if you like warmer temperatures. I like warmer temperatures, and I'm going to get my wish here, guys. We're going to be talking about some warmer temperatures as we go through your Monday and Tuesday and next week. We're going to at least see it back into the 30s for highs, guys, above average for this time of the year. And even after Tuesday, we could see 40s for highs, guys. Yes, 40s. So, yes, definitely going to melt some of that snow if you're outside. Now, of course, the temperature outlook also agrees with me as well. This is going to be going into January the 27th, according to the reds and the oranges on the map here. This is going from the Rockies all the way out through the plains, the Great Lakes, the Midwest, the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, because they've been cold too. And of course, also up to the parts of the Northeast. We're going to see well above average temperatures. You will see that reflect on our 7-day forecast. Now, of course, winds are still a bit of a factor. They're not as strong as they have been the previous several days here. We've been seeing wind gusts over 30 miles an hour. We're not going to be seeing that here. We're only seeing wind gusts that's probably about 5 to 10 at most, which is going to make the windshield radius a little bit nicer. Still cold, but still going to be not as bad as we've been seeing the previous few days here. We're talking about windshield readings. It feels like it's 5 in Atlanta, 9 in Miles, 6 in West Branch, 10 in Alpena, 9 in Harrisville. It feels like it's 8 in Taiwan, 19 in Oscoda. Again, like I told you, that feels much better than what has been feeling. That colder air blowing that heat, breaking that heat apart on our body, because our body insulates heat, but it can't recover in time because of the winds. That's why it feels colder on our skin, especially if it's exposed to the cold. Now, of course, if you go further to the future cast, you're going to see, guys, that we can see a little bit of snow reach our area. Now, it's not quite showing it here, but I think we're going to see a little bit of snow out of that system that's going to be coming in our area, coming on Friday. That's going to pretty much give areas like Toledo, Detroit, downstate Michigan, about 5 to 8 or even 9 inches. I think we're going to get probably a dusty, maybe an inch or two of snow at best, because I think that system will eventually make its way into our area, at least into the southern viewing areas like Tawas, something you have to watch for going forward. So, yes, there is going to be a little bit of snow, especially as you go to your Friday evening until your Friday night. You're going to see those chances increase. And, of course, it shows that here for the next 3 days as well. Going into your Saturday, we're going to see a little bit more snow in the forecast. So, tonight, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies again. Some of those snow showers could reach our area. Overnight lows could be about 4 degrees in Ottawa. Yes, 4. 8 in Rogers City, 8 in Alpena, 5 in Atlanta, 12 in Harrisville, 13 in Tawas, 11 in Oscoda, 9 degrees in West Branch. So again, with the winds, it's going to feel a little bit colder. Feel like we're going to be in the single digits and even some sub-zero values in some spots. Tomorrow, well, we're going to see some snow showers, especially in the early morning hours, and then again later on in the evening. Okay, of course, high temperatures going to be colder. We're going to talk about 11 degrees for a high, guys, in Rogers City, 11 in Alpena, 15 in Oscoda, in Harrisville, 16 in Tawas, 8 in Onaway. Winds will be out of the north at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Again, bringing us a wind chill that's going to be in the single digits and even some sub-zero. So again, it's still too cold to just go out there and just run freely. You still got to have some mittens, some hat and gloves, and a scarf on too. So of course, 7-day forecast tells us this. We're going to be at 13 degrees for our Friday. It's going to be 20 on Saturday, and then good news, guys. If you like the warmer temperatures, the warmer trend begins as we go through our day on our Sunday and Monday. And yes, look at the temperatures. Guys, it's going to be warm enough. We could be talking about rain showers here, guys. Rain. It's going to be a little bit of a mix of rain on a Tuesday as well, but more so on our Wednesday. Our hot temperatures in the mid-40s, 46 degrees, guys, on our Thursday is where our projected high. I am actually jumping for joy inside to see those type of temperatures, because after this week, that's going to feel like 85 or 90 degrees. Not quite, not contest, but yes, it's going to feel like it's going to be much warmer. And yes, it's going to create some snow melt, and of course, overnight lows are still going to be below freezing, so it's going to turn back into ice as we go to the overnight hours. So still be a little bit careful if you are going out. Well, this has been WBKB 11 meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a good evening, and of course, stay warm.